Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Melissa.
And I'm Chad.
And we're going to be doing a garden tour today, and we're going to be showing you everything in our garden and what we've started planting. Everything is organic and grown without any pesticides. And we're going to show you how easy it is to do it no matter how big of an area you have. We're just fortunate enough to have a little bit of larger area to grow our crops in, but even some people would consider it small. We're growing it in a 20 square meter, right? And it's worked out pretty well. It's a learning process, so we'll just go over that when we go over a little garden tour. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get to it. So over here we have our banana plant, which we got from our friend Ben and Lucy, and we have some tomatoes and basil right next to it, and all of these big leaves are some broccoli leaves, broccoli plants, and you can see the little broccoli growing in there. It looks so cute.
These are our cherry tomatoes. They are growing quite well. We're in the middle of the harvest here. We use some tomato towers to help them stand up. You can see that some of the tomatoes have actually died already, but we still have a lot growing and we're still harvesting. Here's some cucumbers that we're growing. The cucumbers have had some predators. We've had some birds eating them, but they're pretty nice. This is a late stage lettuce. You can see this lettuce is already bolted, and what we like to do is when our plants go to flower, we let them bloom, and then we wait until they go to seed. Then we can collect the seeds and replant them. And here's some more lettuce that's also starting to bolt. So these are plants that we harvested from, a couple leaves, and now we're going to get some seeds from them.
And this is our kale. We decided to grow a lot of kale because we use it for almost like everything. We put it in smoothies, salads, we saute it, and we just take out the leaves. Usually we go from the bottom, we don't harvest the whole plant. And you also have to weed a lot, take out the weeds. So this is Chad just taking out some weeds.
Here's our chard plant. Chard is another green that we like to saute. And next to that is some baby lettuce that we've planted from seeds that we've gotten from earlier lettuce plants, so we keep our garden growing. Growing a garden, it's important to nurture your plants. One of the things we did before planting this garden is we added some compost to it. Some of the plants were already here, like this Stephanotis flower, and they benefited as well from the compost that we brought in. This is some more lettuce that's growing from the seeds that we planted. It's okay to have plants at different stages of growth. This basil was actually from our previous garden, and in Hawaii we're lucky because a lot of our perennial plants, a lot of our annual plants become perennial. Here's an example of the lettuce that's bolted, flowered, and now we're harvesting seed. So this is an annual plant. It didn't last very long, but long enough to make some seed. After it's dried in the garden, I take the flower, and by rubbing it on my hand I can find these lettuce seeds inside the flower. These are fine to replant. The fresher the seed is, the more likely it is to germinate in your garden. And I just leave the lettuce plant rooted in the ground even though it's no longer living. It's my little seed bank. And so here I am digging a little hole and just planting some lettuce seeds where I had some space. The lettuce, we harvest the leaves. We usually don't harvest the whole plant, but because it only has about a 30 to 60 day life cycle, we always have to plant more lettuce because of course we eat lots of salads, and it's great to have fresh lettuce that we can get from our garden.
So this is our basils, and basically we use them in like sandwiches and pasta, so we decided to grow a good amount just so we never run out. And again, more kale because kale is our favorite, so we decided to grow several batches of kale. So there's one of them. Over here is our pineapple, which we've had since August of 2016, and it's growing. You see our irrigation system there.
Here's some pak choy next to the pineapple, and another lettuce. This is a mustard green. The mustard greens we don't need that much of. We actually grew a bunch because they were part of our mescaline mix, but they're nice as a companion plant. More kale. You can see when you do have organic, there are some bugs, but they don't hurt anything. This is a big cilantro patch that went to flower, and now we're waiting for seeds from that. Here's some mizuna in with the mescaline, and you can see these pretty flowers from the cilantro. You can eat those as well. There's nothing that says you can't. They're not quite as delicious as the young cilantro, but they're still pretty good. And here's a little baby papaya tree. We're always looking for volunteers in the garden, things that maybe we've put in the compost or planted earlier that pop up. And this was a mescaline mix, so it has some other mustard green and some mizuna, some spinach, and we can harvest leaves from that to make a salad or a stir fry.
Here to communicate, yes, it's our health at stake. My friends, don't be blinded. Oh no. They're taking over the land. It's time we make our stand. It's time you know about companies like Monsanto. Oh no, oh no. Polluting with chemical spray, poisoning waters day after day. Kamehameha school said.
This is our orange tree, which we've actually recently trimmed because we found a bunch of bugs on it. And this is the little pots that we actually initially grow the plants in. But since now we have our irrigation system, which we'll go over, we don't really use these as much. But this is where originally we grew the basil.
Let's put our faith in the natural way. Forget the chemicals and your pesticide spray. Educate yourself for the children of today. Food grown organic and pure will always be the #1 cure. You'll all be grateful when you say no to GMO.
And over here we have some aloe, which I've also planted some lilikoi seeds, which are also known as passion fruit. Over here we have a rosemary branch, which has been growing all year round, so that's really cool.
This is our irrigation timer. It turns on our soaker hose once a day for about an hour. This is the soaker hose. It lays under the soil and basically water seeps out of it and waters all our plants, which is a convenient and a conservative way to water your plants. You can see the soaker hose runs the whole length of our garden and doubles back, so it's about 150 feet total with the double in it.
Oh my gosh, guys, so we just made this pizza using some of the ingredients from our garden, like the tomatoes and the basil. And this mozzarella cheese we actually made from a recipe, the Vegan Corner, so I'll link that down below. And it turned out so good. I mean, you guys can see how like delicious it looks.
Modified organisms, my friend, I don't want to be no genetically modified organism. Well, I'll tell them now.
So that's the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed.
If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below.
Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
And eat organic.
Okay. Okay, bye. Mwah.
We must ask ourselves, everybody, do we really want to be genetically modified? Organism. Promoting local organic food from the heart, from the soul, with love. Aloha.